I'm Ramesh Ratnazar for Time.com, and this is 10 Questions with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Let's get right to them. The first question is from Chris Robertson in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Wants to know how you feel your election as the first female president will help women across Africa.
Oh, well, it's just going to empower them because now they know they can reach whatever potential they want, that they can be anything they want. And it's already happening. I mean, young girls in Liberia now can speak about wanting to be a minister, wanting to be, a president, wanting to be a leader. So I hope that that motivation will just spread.
Are there any other women on the horizon in other African countries?
I think you'll see them in many countries. I hope that now that I've opened the door, you'll see many others aspiring to walk through that door. So yes, women are planning to compete at the highest level, and I'm quite confident that within 5 years, you'll see another one or two.
Jay Gellis in Chicago has a similar question. As Africa's first female head of state, how have you been received by your male counterparts?
Very well. I've been fortunate in a way in that I've been in the professional arena for a while, and I've had the opportunity to meet with, to discuss, to interact with African leaders. So they'd already seen me as a professional. But at the same time, I'm still lonely. I'm the only one out there. So, I can't have a beer with them or, something like that. When they huddle among themselves to do things, I may not be able to do all of those things. But generally, the reception has been good.
Mescaram Sertse in Geneva, who asks, do you think Africa will be peaceful and war-free if it has more women in top leadership positions?
I have no doubt about that. That can be a short answer.
Why is that? Why do you believe that it would make a difference?
Because I think when women do have, equal qualification, experience, capacities, they bring to their task a certain dimension that may be missing in men, and that's the sensitivity to humankind. Maybe it comes from being a mother.
Is there a bigger, broader lesson that women around the world can learn? That's something that one reader, Shirley Richardson, wants to know. What advice would you give to mothers everywhere who are trying to raise strong, independent women?
To tell women everywhere to be able to compete, take leadership role, try to strive to be the best you can, and make sure that you stand out in the crowd, because our numbers are still small. I mean, even though women have broken the glass cage, as I have, still in comparison, it's still a male-dominated world. So we still have a long way to go, and that's why all women must strive to do more and to reach their greatest potential.
A few more personal questions now. Don Rosenthal in Reno wants to know, in view of the history of your country and all the tumult it's gone through, what motivated you to keep going and persevere under these circumstances that were so trying?
I started out not knowing I would be president, obviously, but as I started beginning to point out some of what needed to be done to make our country stronger, to respond to the needs of the people, and every time I got into trouble, it became a challenge for me to be able to survive that. And once I survived, I saw another opportunity, and things just evolved in such a way that every challenge became an opportunity for me to move higher and to take a better position and to take a leadership role and to become influential. And so that's been the story of a long life.
Well, that's an amazing story you tell in the book. One question here about Charles Taylor. Jeremy Weiser in Freetown wants to know what impact the trial is having on Liberia's prospects for peace and stability.
By and large, I think Liberians would like to put the Taylor era behind them. They want to lead normal life. They want peace. They want to be able to get the basic things to which they're entitled, and they're tired of the turmoil that represented the Taylor era. So he's a diminishing figure in Liberia's life today.
And have there been prosecutions? Are you pursuing any kind of action against members of his government who committed?
No. We have a Truth and Reconciliation Commission that has been working for the past 18 months, and their report is due to come out very soon. And we'll see what that report will suggest. If recommendations in that report have things to do with justice, then we'll look at that and move with it.
The last question is from Howie Johnson in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, which has a big Liberian population.
Very big there, very big Liberian population.
Wants to know, do you intend to run for a second term?
Oh, that's the one question I keep avoiding. Tell him I'm going to keep him and all the other Liberians guessing. I don't want to be distracted this year while I concentrate on pushing development. Next election's October 2011. Plenty of time next year to make that decision.
Well, I think your job is done. Thanks for coming in and answering these questions.
Thank you. I'm glad there's so many people out there that read the book, that have followed Liberia, its tragedy and its triumph, and we'll continue to try to make it succeed on behalf of all of those who've been there with us. And thank you for the interview.
Thank you.